What's going on, guys? Patrick here with Window Tinting Business and my YouTube channel. I haven't used Window Tinting Business in forever, but that is going to be coming back. Special guest here today, we have Jason Omoletski, Tint Dude 3. We're here located at Window Tint Z, Tinter Battles 2022. What a great turnout. I think the vibe here is pretty awesome. What are your thoughts here? What's your first, you've been here for an hour. What are you feeling here?
Well, I've actually been here since Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
And
I've been here for an hour.
This is such a great event. Last year was just phenomenal. Like the get-go, the start.
Right.
And then coming back for the second one was, I just can't believe it. It's phenomenal. Seeing all the people return from last year. And then now you got all these new people that are just kind of like getting into the whole swing of Tinter Battles, and it's just phenomenal. I'm super excited. It's just unreal. Yeah.
It really is. It really is. I drove up here now. I just got here this morning. I've been up since 5, and I drove here from Tampa, and I showed up, and I'm like, the tent is set up, and I mean the displays for the cars. We're giving away stuff here. Not we, but the establishment here. Real quickly, before we really dive into this,
sure.
For the people that may not know who you are, why don't we give a quick description of who you are, what you do, and just maybe someone might not know you. Who knows?
The thing is I'm into so much, I don't even know where to start. But yeah.
Start with your name,
okay,
and what you do.
Of course, I'm Jason Omoletski. Tint23 on Instagram. Oh my gosh. I don't even know where to start.
Traveling tinter?
Traveling tinter, yeah. So I do training. So I travel out to shops. If they want training, I go out there and do that with their installers, even new people to the industry. Then also I have shops that will literally hire me to come out just for extra help if they're overloaded. If they have an employee out on vacation, something like that, I come in. So started that about 2 years ago, full time over the last year. Am I going too loud?
No, just go just a hair closer.
Hair closer?
There we go.
Like
right there. Beautiful.
Sorry, I'm not used to this.
It's okay. You know? It's totally okay.
This is all new.
I just want to make sure that the audio is solid, bro. Solid.
I know. So yeah, it's been quite the journey over the last year. Typically, I'm doing about 25 trips a year.
Wow.
And so it's like I'm home a week, gone a week, home a week, gone a week. So it's great. Then I started my Tinter Brand. So I started doing that in 2018, and it finally really kind of spiked over the last year, and it's doing really well.
Is there music playing in the background? I think there is.
Okay. I thought I was getting something from me, and I'm like, did I mess something up?
No, it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna get demonetized, so it's okay.
Oh, now they calmed it down.
Oh, they're definitely put music. It's okay.
That's all right.
Whatever.
It's all good.
Whatever. It's okay. It's for tinners. It doesn't matter.
We got our vibe. They got their vibe.
Hey, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
I just didn't want a mashup of
Right. Yeah.
I'm like, what is that? Okay. So
we're good.
So let's talk about Tint Dude 3 for a little bit.
Sure.
How long has that been going on, and where are we at in regards to followers?
So I started Instagram back in 2014.
Okay.
I had no idea what Instagram was about, how to work it. I just thought it was people just posting pictures,
right?
And just which it is. And then I started kind of getting into the lives and really networking out and trying to get myself out with other window tinters over the last, probably 3-4 years.
Okay.
And then I turned into more of being. What would you call it? More or less an influencer.
An influencer.
Yeah. So
content creator.
Yeah. And then a lot of people were starting to reach out to me and asking questions, advice, hey, how do I go about this? Or where do I get this tool? Where do I get film? Stuff like that. And then I was like, wow, I really enjoy this because I love to help people out. That's my biggest, that's all I want to do.
Right.
Is just help people out. And I started seeing it grow and grow and grow, and I'm like, wow, this is really cool. I'm going to do this, and I just went full on,
full set.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So way back in the day, I was like, oh look, I got 30 followers. What we do? It's no big deal. I'm sitting over 4,000 right now.
Beautiful.
But a lot of people look at it oh, you don't have a lot of followers. But the thing is I've got 95% window tint followers.
Window tinters.
Yeah, I just don't have a bunch of random people going on, well, who's 1023, right? So that's what's really kind of like changed everything. And now that I'm able to kind of reach out and answer messages and everything like that, I love it. I would not change my life for anything.
You know, it's not funny, but it's really refreshing because you and I are very similar. I started a channel just because I wanted to help people, because when I tried to learn the industry, no one would teach me. No one would try to get.
Absolutely.
They're like, no, because it was like a protected craft, because they're like,
Yep.
You're going to turn into my competition, and which is understandable, but at the same time, if you don't teach the craft, you don't like the craft doesn't continue on. You know, it makes it very difficult. Then it just becomes a dying breed, like butchers. You know what I mean? It just
absolutely.
You know?
Yeah, I remember way back in it, because I've been in the industry for 25 years.
Right.
And I remember way back, and I was struggling because I'm self-taught. And
me too.
It's crazy.
YouTube. I have YouTube at least.
Yeah. I didn't even have that stuff back then.
Oh man, you just figured it out.
Oh, you had to
cut it. There's lights. Make it bigger.
Absolutely.
I love that.
It's straight like, oh, how do I put this big old decal on this window? Like, really, that's how you learn. You
Problem
learn from
solving,
mistakes,
breaking it down.
and everything. Right. And what's funny is I remember probably my first year into this industry, there was a tint shop that probably was within maybe 30 minutes of where I was.
Okay.
And I ran into a car that had a little bit of a struggle, and I tried to reach out, and they literally said, hey, just bring the car down here, we'll do it for you. And I was like, you can't just give me a little bit of advice? Just a little bit?
A little tip?
Just help me out here. And they're like, no. It was a very like hidden...
Cutthroat.
Yeah.
Very cutthroat, I felt like.
Because everybody was competition.
Right.
Back then.
Right.
And it's a little still competition now, but it's kind of fading away from that. It's
like
more helping now, especially through social media and stuff like that, videos like YouTube, like stuff you do.
Right.
So yeah, I struggled back then.
I feel it's very similar with me, and then that's why I appreciate it. I respect it. You know what I mean? The grind, the hustle, and you're absolutely right. When I first started, and I started 8 years ago, not 25 years ago. And how old are you? 25 years.
Yes, 25
We'll
years.
leave it
I'm
that.
young.
Oh,
I actually turned 44 this year.
Oh,
Actually,
okay.
this
You're
month,
not old at all.
In like 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. So you've just been doing it since a young type.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's what I really love. What I've noticed within like the last 4 to 5 years is that like it's turned from a protected industry to like a lot of people really trying to work together to build up the industry, better quality. And I've said this in the past where it was like when I first got into window tinting, like window tinters were like a step up above like the used car salesman with the greasy comb over,
Yes.
with the bait and switch in the back, and the shoddy shops, and
Yes.
like, am I getting a tattoo? Or am I getting my car tinted?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then now, I mean, you would get establishes like this with marble and refreshments and but doing it proper,
Absolutely. Yeah. It's changed over the years. And the thing is over the last 25 years, I've seen such a change that a lot of these new guys, they don't know anything but this.
They don't know how good they have it.
How good they have it now versus the guys that struggled, 15, 20 plus years ago. We had nothing.
Did you? Okay, this is
even the tools were horrible back then. I mean, we were using our driver's license to push out little fingers.
Man.
That's the stuff we did.
Was shrinking always been a thing? Because I know at some point shrinking wasn't a thing, and then it became a thing.
Yeah.
Was it always a thing for you, or?
When I first started, there was no such thing as dry shrink. For me,
okay.
I mean, people say it's always been around, but where I was and where I started, I never even knew it. All I knew was wet shrink.
Oh, okay. But shrinking was a thing.
Shrinking was a thing.
Because I know back in like the 80s, it was like strips and splices all day long.
Absolutely.
And they didn't shrink. But shrinking has always been a thing.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay. So I'm not that old.
I didn't say you were that old.
Don't make me look like an old guy.
I said 8 years. 8 years ago, shrinking was a thing, and that 25 years ago, that wasn't there.
So it was definitely a thing. But the different methods that are now that are out that people have like figured out on their own and learned and offer that to other people.
Right.
we didn't have that.
No.
I learned how to wet shrink, and that was a nightmare. It was a nightmare.
I can't stand wet shrinking. Like, but there's more techniques, right? The dry shrinking, wet shrinking.
Absolutely.
Before it was just one way, and figure it out. And
absolutely.
Good luck.
Yep.
Good luck.
Yeah. and then now there's how many different methods of dry shrinking?
Oh,
tons.
Age patterns and pocket shrinking and
absolutely.
Oh man.
Dry shrink prep.
Plug to dry shrink prep.
Yeah. Shout out to dry shrink prep.
You know what? Bro, I brought my Tinder shirt here. I was supposed to do a change so I could have a Tinder shirt on for the interview.
You're good.
Oh,
you're good.
Man.
What's funny is I'm seeing those shirts all over this whole event right now, and I'm just I'm blown away because
it's a brand. It's a brand that people
tiny plug
love.
for me, right?
Yeah,
no,
Tinter Brand. Check it out at tinterbrands.com.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. No, it's really cool because I know we're like switching subjects like back and forth, and I'm so sorry.
I do. No. Here's my storyline, and then within the story, it goes like this, and then goes off here, and then 17 conversations later, I forget what the original story. It doesn't matter.
I got you.
There is no format. No format.
It's really cool because like I never thought that my brand would take off. I didn't. I really didn't. I wasn't expecting to see where it's at now,
right?
Versus where it was in 2018, and it's so cool because I see all these Tinters wearing it, and they're all coming up to me, and they're like, "Dude, we love you, we love you."
Look at the chills, bro. Look at the chills, for real. And I love it.
And the sad thing is that I follow so many people, and so many people follow me,
right?
And it's we all see like our content, cars we do, like videos and stuff on their stories and stuff like that. But a lot of people don't put themselves out there,
right?
In pictures of themselves. So it's hard for me to gauge who bought shirts and who they are and who their Instagram is.
Oh, because but when they have the shirts, you're like, hey.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, you bought a shirt? And they're like, yeah, I'm so-and-so. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's about time I get to see you in person, right? So it's just crazy, yeah.
Well, let's talk about Tinter Brand a little bit. How did that start? Now, for people that don't know, Tinter Brand is a website that specializes in tinting apparel, custom T-shirts.
Yep.
More than shirts now, hoodies.
Oh my gosh.
Everything and anything
hoodies,
now. Started
towels,
with T-shirts.
Everything. Yeah.
Okay.
So the first thought is Tinter, slightly twisted individual, guaranteed to take you to the darker side. Right.
Okay. That was the first shirt.
Yeah. Okay. Doesn't that describe a window tinter?
Yes, exactly.
It's a definition.
Right.
This is what we do for a living. We take people to the darker side. And I was like, yeah, window tinters are twisted. We all know that, right? We all have a dark side. So I was like, all right, cool.
Well, there's more than twisted. Some of it are straight crazy.
Some people are just straight nuts. But that's all right. This is what we do.
Right.
And, it's something that I was really kind of like trying to come up with for something like even a decal.
Because there's nothing for the industry.
There was nothing like that.
Like
no.
Now there's things are starting to come up. But like before, like you're a window tinter, people are like window tinter.
Yeah.
And you're like, they don't know. Like, bro, I live very comfortably,
exactly.
bro.
Like,
yeah. All I do is put stickers on windows, bro. But I'm good.
I got the easiest job in the world.
Right? I got an old lady sits at home. I got 2 young kids. They drive around.
I do my thing. They do their thing. It's all good.
Exactly.
So I was trying to come up with something that would be really catchy. And so when I came up with Tinter, and I was like, okay, there's got to be something that describes this. And then I came up with the definition, and I was like, that's kind of cool. So I started doing just like small screen printed shirts, and I was just throwing them out there. And I'll be honest, it flopped the first time I launched it.
Oh, I believe it.
And I was like, ouch, I'm like, oh man,
like bad idea.
Yeah, bad idea. And then I decided to redesign, revamp it, bring it back up a little bit.
Right.
And then once I did that, it was just like.
Here's the thing. It's like Novocaine. People want to put themselves out, and then it really hurts at first because everyone's like, "What the fuck are you doing, bro?
Yeah.
Like, stop wasting your time. Stick to tinting, bro. T-shirts, you're good, bro.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah.
But the naysayers become far and few between versus the people that really absolutely love it. And they're like, well, someone's doing something, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And now we have something because of that.
Absolutely. So just over the last year, I took it to another level with the website because I never had a website when I first started.
Okay.
I was just
word
doing
of
it all
mouth?
by hand, word of mouth, and shipping it out myself.
Building
I was
an
doing it all
underground.
myself.
Okay.
Right? And then, so once I launched the website, March of last year, it started really taking off. So I was like, this is cool. So I started making different shirts, different deals, different designs on the back and everything like that. And it took off. And then people were reaching out to me going, hey, can we do custom things? And I'm like, what do you want? well, we want your brand on the front, and then we want like our logo on the back. And I'm like, absolutely, let's do this.
Yes, of course.
And then it took off. And then people are like, how about dash towels? How about mugs, tumblers?
It's like
hoodies?
wildfire. Like,
Oh.
you got one thing, and people like one thing, and they want more and more and more. Whatever you got, give me all of it.
Absolutely.
All of it.
Absolutely. And I'll be honest, I wasn't ready to do custom. I wasn't, because I knew it was going to consume time.
Do you design them yourself, or do you have a designer?
So I do all my own stuff by myself.
Okay.
But anything that I do like collabs with people's logos and stuff like that, they already have their logos. I just take it over, put it on with my brand. We switch it up, move stuff around, and then it's gone.
Okay. And these are shops, right? Or are these just
shops, window tinters? Doesn't matter. If they have a logo, I'll put it on there.
You putting apparel for people's staff, and
absolutely,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
And that's one thing I do love is like, again, going back to like what it was versus now. Like,
oh my gosh,
everyone's wearing polo shirts, cargo shorts. They're I mean. Let's face it. There's tinters out there that got tattoos all over. I mean, I got an Alpha blade on me.
I mean, it's right here. Look at that. I mean, this is dying. This is going to die with me.
Yeah, believe it. Believe it.
Yes.
Trademark too.
Yeah,
trademark too.
Yeah, and actually,
smart move.
It took 11 months to get the trademark.
I believe it.
It took forever because it was back and forth with the lawyers. They were just like, well, is it this category? Is it this category? Is it under this? And I'm like, I don't know.
Nor do I care. Just figure it out.
Make it happen.
Figure it out. Get me protected.
Do it. Yeah. And it worked. I've got it. No one can take it from me, and it's taken off. I love it. I'm telling you, when I walk around and I see everybody wearing my shirt, I don't even know what to do.
What else can you do? It's great.
I don't know.
Puts a smile on your face. You're like,
it does. Yeah.
Now you come to these events to make appearances. You don't come to join them.
Exactly. I just come to have fun.
Yeah, right.
That's it.
See your friends.
Yeah.
I mean, I get to see you now. I get to see you twice as much because before it was just
once
at the tint off.
Yeah.
But now we have this. We have that. There's events that people are coming into with the Becker boys.
Becker boys up in Delaware for autism. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, and let's talk about that for a little bit. What is that?
Okay. So Cody and Jared Becker, they reached out to me and they were like, hey, we're wanting to do this thing. And they've already talked to Carlos and Eric with Tint Wiz and stuff like that. So when they contacted me, they're like, hey, we would really love to see you up here if you can make it. And I'm like, I'm there.
Right.
I'm absolutely there. If there's something going on that I can help benefit and help whoever's putting it on, I'm there.
Right.
I don't care. I love to fly. I love to travel, and this is what I live for.
Right.
And so I was like, okay, I'm there. And he's like, all right, cool. And I said, hey, how about I make a shirt? I'll fancy it up, all for autism, and we'll post it, we'll sell it, and the proceeds go to you, and I'll bring it with me when I come up there for the event. And they're like, oh my God,
beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah. And that's in April.
How? April 1st?
The 1st through the 3rd. April 1st through the 3rd.
1st through the 3rd. That's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Correct.
That's, yeah.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I'm going to be opening my shop, so I'm not going to be
That's all right. No, we can't be everywhere. We can't.
I will soon. Will soon. Once I get this going and gets it rolling, it's like...
It takes time.
And see, that's the thing. That's a good question here. Jason Omoletski, Tint 3, Tinter Brand, Tintertainment, Tinter Battles. Like, how are you fucking keeping all this shit together? How is that possible? Uh-oh.
I actually need an assistant.
Do you have an assistant?
I know I need one.
Oh,
right? You want to fill out an application?
Hey. DSP just made an order. That's great.
Hey, nice. Hey, good.
Every Tinter Brands?
Wait,
6 orders? I'll put my phone.
I don't know. My phone's like blowing up right now. Everybody's like tagging me and stuff, and I'm like, I can't get to all of it.
I have like 2,000 emails. Like I would need an hour a day to sit in front of a computer just to run through the emails first, and then
I don't have time.
No,
that's why I never sleep. I'm up all night trying to catch up with everything.
Keep everything in
order.
order.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's unreal. But anyways, what were you saying?
The brands. How do you keep it all in order? We were talking about emails. Now we went back.
I'm going to tell you right now, it's not easy.
Right.
I feel like I'm working 24/7.
Which you probably are.
And I am.
A little sleep. 5 hours, 6 hours of sleep a night.
I'd be lucky enough to get 3.
Oh, man.
And I sleep. I'm a horrible sleesleeper, so that doesn't help any at all to begin with.
Right.
I don't know. I just, every time something comes up, I try to get done with it and gone as fast as possible.
Right.
And go to the next. And that's one thing. Like followers and stuff, and when they message me, they're like, "How do you get back with us so quick with being as busy as you are?" And I'll be, because you guys are my priority.
Right.
That's just it. So
you gotta take time to answer questions.
I do.
Well, see, and that's one thing. That's one reason why with window tinting business, the Facebook group, like that's one reason why I started it. I was getting bombarded, like 200-300 emails a day, like questions over, and they're 80% of the time it's the same question, right? And while I love to answer all of them, it's like I also have to make a living, and I have to do this, and I got to make sure
you got a life.
My bills are paid,
and you've got family,
and
kids. It's hard.
Yes,
yeah,
yes, and I work all the time, so I'm like, and so I don't want to be insensitive to what they want with regards to questions, because without them, like, this doesn't happen, right?
And I'll be honest, as much as you do, because we met for the first time last year,
right,
in Orlando, and when I started really figuring out who you were, because it was funny how we met, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that later. I can't believe you have time for everything you do, because just doing this setup, get it, go home, edit, all this, post it, you do a lot.
We both do. That's why do you think
and I love what you do, by the way. I absolutely do. And I try to keep up with you, and it's hard.
There's no keeping up with me. I'm trying to keep up with you. You talking about the brands.
And it's funny because like we'll go like months without talking, and then we'll text each other or call something comes up, and you're like, everything all right? Yeah, hell yeah, everything's all right. We're good.
Right.
Yeah.
Done.
We just jump right back into where we at.
Yeah, I think we're very much the same person in regards to, like, we both have busy lives. We both have multiple brands. We're trying to grow, and I think it's like, there's a lot of sizzling pans, but like once they're all red hot, it's gonna be madness,
Yeah.
Eventually you're gonna get to a point where Tinter Brand Tinter Brand is pretty much not what. Like with the brands, eventually it's gonna be overwhelming where you can't do it. And you're not gonna have enough time. Are you going to expand the organization, maybe have social media managers, an assistant, something? You're going to have to do something. There's only 24 hours in a day, and you got to sleep.
Trust me, I know. I would love to see it get to that level. I would. I'm not ready for it yet.
Right.
When it does, then I'll have to figure something out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's times where I'm literally sitting at the computer for like 5 hours at night, and I'm like, I really need someone else to do this because I don't have time.
I got to make plans.
Right. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing is, are you gonna like it'll boil and it'll either boil over and you can only do so much that you can do, or what are the goals? Do you want to take over the tint world, or?
No, there's enough tint world for everybody out there. There really is. I would love to see it really spike and just take over, like, all over. I don't mean like take over everybody, but I would love to see it out there. I mean, it's in 6 countries right now.
Right.
And I would love to see it worldwide.
Of course.
And I'm getting there, little by little.
Right. Absolutely.
But when it gets to that point, I'm definitely going to take a step back, and I'm going to find someone to just kind of like
manage that.
Yeah.
Portion.
I'm going to kind of push that off to the side so I can work on other things.
Right, absolutely.
I got so many other little projects and stuff.
Oh, you have to.
Stuff that people don't even know about yet. Right. And I'm like, I'm not telling anybody.
Just tell me right here. No one's going to know.
Yeah, no one's going to know. Well, so anyways, so what I'm doing next,
right,
for everybody out there. So yeah, it'll take time. I want to get to that point. I'm just not ready right now.
It's like being in love. When you're ready, you'll know, because you're like, I got to do something.
What's that like? do tell.
When you know, you know. That's what
it's never hit me yet. So
well, you just haven't found the right one.
There's a right one out there.
There might.
Where?
Move to Utah, you could have the right 7.
I'll be happy with 1. I don't need 7.
There you go. 1.
7's like trying to run how many companies?
A country?
Yeah. No, I love what I do. It's phenomenal, and I tell you what, if it wasn't for people like you and everybody else that supports and keeps going and going, that's what I like.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And see, that's why I'm so drawn to you. As a creator, as a person, and you're nice, because a lot of.
Am I really nice though?
You are. You are.
I don't know, man. There's people out there that think I'm a fucking asshole.
You would be surprised.
I'm sorry, dude.
No, you're fine. It doesn't matter. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. Say whatever you want.
I'm like, is this my show or your show? Because on my show, you know me.
You do whatever you want. Say whatever you want. It don't matter. It don't matter at all.
No, there's people out there that I guarantee there's people out there that probably don't like me.
Oh, for sure. But
you know what?
Just because
I
you're
don't care.
successful, there's always going to be haters like that.
Haters make you famous. And haters are the ones that are actually watching you, and they're the biggest fan. Because they're like, I hate what he's doing. Well, why are you watching?
Why am I so drawn in?
Yeah.
I gotta hate him.
You're never going to stop. I love it, though. Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay. Man.
I'm good, dude. I'm having fun with this now.
It's only
I
been
was a little
25
nervous
minutes.
at first.
Oh, yeah?
I was.
It's a little overbearing, right, with the sound? Because especially since it's loud, and I'm hard of hearing. Like, if you ever notice that you and me, when we talk,
you're doing it.
I do this.
Yeah.
Because I can't hear. So it's like,
I'm old,
this
too.
helps
It
me.
happens. See, I have bad eyesight, and you got bad hearing. We're like the perfect couple.
You know what? I noticed your glasses outside because I know you always wear glasses, sunglasses.
I do. Yep.
And I'm like, and I was looking out there, and it was like, okay, I think he's blind because I can damn near see in the future.
Do not say they're thick.
Not thick. I wouldn't say they're thick. I'd say that they're a strong prescription.
They are prescription sunglasses. Yes. And believe it or not, I can actually tint better with them on than with just regular clear prescription glasses.
Do you ever take them off? Do you ever just try straight glasses? Do people?
I only take them off for
them?
two purposes.
Okay.
One's taking a shower.
Okay. So they come off in the shower.
Yep.
Okay.
We're not going to see what the other one is.
You should keep them on for everything else. It's amazing. Because I bet you people see you without your glasses and you're like Casey Neistat.
I've actually, gosh, where was it? I was somewhere. Just last night or yesterday. My mother took a picture of a bunch of us tinters out in front of the hotel.
I saw the picture.
Yeah.
I did with Mike and there was a bunch of people.
And I had my sunglasses on top of my head, right?
Yeah.
And then people were like, "Which one's you?"
Oh no!
I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me? We don't see your sunglasses, so which one's you?"
Oh man!
Because everybody knows me for wearing my sunglasses,
right?
And it's funny because Carlos was when Carlos and I first kind of like started becoming friends and getting connected and doing these kind of things.
Right.
He's like, "You really wear sunglasses all the time? Who the hell was that?" Fucking David Harley. So it's funny. So it just started to become a thing, and Carlos is like, "You never take them off." I'm like, "No,
bro." Next idea, legit glasses.
I know. I should.
The JOs, sell them. People would wear them. Imagine everyone wearing them.
Well, I did a couple of auctions for Tinters for a Cause over the last 90 days, and everybody's like, "Can we auction off the sunglasses?" And I'm like, I need those to see. No.
Get another pair and sell them off for
These are expensive as shit.
That's okay. It's for a cause. It's for a good cause.
All right. As long as I get double.
Triple. You'll probably get quadruple.
If I can get triple for the sunglasses,
now,
that way I can replace them.
They're actually Jason Omoletski's sunglasses. Someone out there is going to put that in a box and be like, yo.
Probably.
Right?
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
Keepsakes. I do keepsakes. I have my first heat gun that broke. I cut the cord off, and I still have it. I plan on putting it in a box.
How old is that heat gun?
8 years old.
8 years old, and it stopped working?
Yeah. It was
done. Just done.
Oh. Well, the cord is now snipped off.
But it died on you.
Yeah.
In 8 years.
Oh, no. It died in the first year or two.
Oh, first year?
First year or two.
What brand?
I didn't know what I was doing. I probably ran it over.
Can we talk about brands?
It's Wagner.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've had a Milwaukee that is still running full speed. 12 years.
Oh my, no.
I'm not shitting you.
Never been run over? Never? Well, you know what you're doing.
I mean,
that's a problem.
When you put it on the ground and you pull the cord and
it's
got the scuff marks on it?
Yeah.
That's it.
Really?
12 years.
You take care of your stuff.
Dude, I'm not getting rid of that. They don't make those heat guns anymore.
No, they don't. No,
that's my favorite heat gun.
The Steins? Have you tried the Stein, the gray ones?
I have.
They're expensive, right? I don't know.
They're expensive, but I don't need one. I got Old
Milwaukee
Faithful, man.
My Milwaukee
Are you
works.
kidding me?
Right,
yeah,
exactly.
I'm not getting rid of that thing. No way. Anyways, God, we just...
I know. It doesn't matter. You go whatever. We'll talk about the weather. We'll talk about the lights. Okay. Let's talk about Tinter Battles.
Oh, my gosh.
How are you associated with it? What is your roles in here? What are some goals for the future? Spill the beans. People want to know.
Okay, Tinter Battles is It's all Carlos.
Okay.
It is Tintertainment and Carlos. He's the one behind it all.
Okay.
But how it started, matter of fact, I got to watch your podcast with Carlos when you were down in Texas.
Okay, yeah. So we Carlos and I spoke about it. Right.
So it literally started with when I was down in Houston. We were doing some content at his shop, and we went to the bar that night, and we were just kind of bantering each other. Like,
right, absolutely.
I can kick your ass in tint. I'm like, bring it on. So we started kind of doing stuff. We started little content things on my Instagram, and I was calling him out. I heard him talk about the apartment.
Yeah.
Did you know about that?
No.
Okay, so he had a high-rise apartment downtown Houston.
Okay.
I was literally staying in a hotel right across the street.
Oh, okay.
And so the day that we decided to do like one-on-one, just me and him goofing off.
The battle
between
OG.
The Texas Squeegee and 223.
Right.
So what happened is I got out of the hotel, and I took my phone and I panned it up to where his apartment was. Like he was like, I don't know, he was like level 34 or something like that. He was right there. And I was like, this little bitch is scared to take on 1023, right? And I called him out, right? So we go to his shop, and I went live on my Instagram, and we did the Tint Battle right there in the shop.
Okay.
And everybody loved it.
Like more.
And then people were calling out Carlos. People were calling out me. And I was just like, what the hell happened here? So we got off, right? We were done. And he's like,
light bulb.
Yeah. He's like, let's do something.
Right.
Cool. Billy, Sean, Dean Mitchell, Carly. Everybody started calling everybody out. I can do better than you. I'll kick your ass with snow. That's how bad it was.
And this is snowballing into 2021.
Boom. Right.
Okay.
So that's what happened in 2021.
So technically, this is the third.
Well,
second event.
Third.
Yeah.
Third shit talk. Carlos kind of came up with this idea. I was kind of running with him, and
co-op. Work together. Spread the word.
It took off. And
Beautiful.
Look at this. We're at the second one in Orlando,
right?
And it's bigger than the first one,
and it's going to continue to get bigger and bigger. I think,
and
it's
next year is going to be even better.
Yeah, those are the things that that no one else knows.
It's the Tint Wiz convention / Tinter Battles.
Oh, Tint Wiz convention /
Yeah, it's going to be.
Is that a thing? Are you allowed to talk about that?
What? I didn't say anything.
Say what?
No one heard anything.
I'm going to talk to Eric. I might have to cut this out.
Can you edit that?
Yeah, but I got to sit and listen to the whole thing. That's why my first podcast was right at 2 hours. It was a nightmare to edit because I had to sit there. First of all, I was changing camera angles every 3 to 5 seconds, and it was 2 hours long. It took me months. And now I'm just I'm changing camera angles. Like when you're talking, I try to stay quiet, and when I talk, I'll just talk, and then that way I don't have to change the camera angles. And you're talking 30, 45 minutes. Something that people can digest.
Just real quick. Just quick things. So it's easier on you. So you don't have to edit so much.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's all about,
make life easier.
Well, it's for me, but it's for me to be able to crank out more content and think of the way that people love this content or people like this. I have no idea if these podcasts are going to do well or not. I love them. I just have the ability to sit down with people like you and Dean Mitchell and Eric and Liz is coming up soon, and it's just how many times do you have an opportunity for that and just sit down and have a conversation?
Well, right? At least once a year.
At least once, yeah.
If you make it, though, it's up to you. If you make it, once a year. And
then if you don't go, or we have these great conversations, but then they die in the. Now they don't die in the vine. They're right here, but
they never get documented.
Yes, yes. And I think
I love it, dude. Patrick, you're awesome.
You're awesome.
I love it.
You're awesome.
Except for the phone call, the very first time I called you in Orlando.
Oh, the FaceTime.
Yeah.
Oh, get this one.
Don't ever do that to me again, dude. I will come down here and kick your ass.
You can't do anything. You come down, kick my ass. We'll have some beers, and we'll go on again. The funny thing is, for the guys that don't know, Jason, we was the next day, and we were tired, exhausted. We were going off for the next day, and he FaceTimes me, and he's never FaceTimed me before. Never. Stark naked, face down on a bed, holding the phone like this so he can see my ass, and it's just that's what Carlos does. Carlos said, in your videos, you're so calm and composed and relaxed. And he's you're an insane person in person, in real life.
It's absolutely true. It is. And I'll tell you what, that's something me and you will always have.
Yes.
Even though it's like kind of stupid, silly, but
Right.
that's just
and people
funny.
are like, why are you?
Absolutely, because everybody's like, hey, how did you meet Patrick Latman? I'm like, let me tell you a story.
Okay.
You won't believe this.
I know we talked about it in the interview. I don't want to take up too much of your time because I know you're busy.
Good. I'm not trying to catch, because I know you got other people to do. So you do what you want.
I have plenty of space. I plenty of time.
Cool.
Why don't we tell the story? Why don't you tell the story of how we met, Orlando, things. I know we talked about it on Instagram with you. Oh, I just see Liz right back there. And it's funny too. It's like I've never met these people before, but like I've been talking to Liz for like 2 years. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know.
And it's just like it'll be so great to meet you. And I'm like, oh shit, we've never actually met, Matt. We've talked so much.
I'm going up to people and they're like, hey, it's a pleasure to meet you. And I'm like, I'm sorry, who are you?
Oh, hey, good to see you. That's where you go with the hey, good to see you.
Yeah.
Oh, I
It's
love your
hard.
stuff. Thank
It's so
you.
hard.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Okay, so back to how we met.
Okay, 2021, 2?
Yeah, last year. It was last year.
21.
Yep.
Yeah, it was in
Absolutely.
June. Like
Yep.
when they messed
Winter
up
Film
and they
Conference.
kept pushing it back and back and back and back. There was
Yep.
no 2021 because of COVID. Okay, go.
No, there was a 2021. That was last year.
2020. No, 2020. It was supposed to be 2020, and then they pushed it
Oh, no,
back
yeah, you're talking
because
about
of
the
COVID.
conference was moved.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
gotcha.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I was like, no, we met last year. Trust me, I know, I remember. So we were, everybody was down for Window Film Conference, right? Orlando. And I was set up in a hotel, and I was good. Chris Queen comes up to me. He's like, why are you staying over there? Stay with me. I got an extra spot in my room. He said, we're good. I'm like, sweet. And it was, how am I going to get my stuff over here without calling an Uber and back and forth and this and that?
Right.
And I remember Chris going up to you going, hey, Chris, or Patrick, go get my boy's stuff with Jason and get him over here.
My buddy Jason needs a ride.
Yeah, and you're like, who the hell is this
who
kid?
the fuck is Jason?
Yeah,
He's
I
like,
don't
I
know
don't
this
know
guy.
this fucking guy.
Right. So you went and got your mobile van.
Yeah. Well, I think all vans are mobile.
Well, I was your mobile tinting van.
Yes.
Yeah.
Write that down.
Quit trying to call me out. You know what the hell I was fucking talking about. So you grabbed me. We go over to my hotel and we started talking. And after I got my stuff, we're literally pulling out of the parking lot and we see what was that? Waffle House.
Denny's.
Denny's. It was Denny's. That's right.
2 in the morning, 3 in the morning.
Yeah, super early or super late. Well, which way you want to look at that?
It's right either way.
Yeah. And you're like, hey, let's go get some breakfast. We went, picked up Chris Queen. We went over. We're sitting there, and I remember going, "Who's this guy?" Because I was doing the same thing, right?
Like, and I don't even know who you are.
I remember going, "So who are you?" And you're like, "You don't know me?" And I'm like, "No." And you're like, "Patrick Latman." And I'm like, I still don't fucking know you. And you're like, "Who are you?" And I'm like, "I'm Jason." Still don't know me.
I don't know who you are. What do you do?
Yeah.
Are you a Tinder?
Yeah.
Like legit, that's
exactly what happened. And then before you know it, we're swapping stories, telling each other. And then it was just like, my man.
Right? We're like the same person.
We're like, this is
we
awesome.
We both tint, we do content, and
Absolutely.
we're like, shut up. Like,
Yeah.
I've never heard of you. I've never heard of you. How
was-
is this fucking possible?
It was amazing. and you know what? That's that story. And this is why I like doing what I do, because I literally have stories like this with so many other people.
It just clicks. And
I love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's how we met.
I love it. Love it.
And I'll never take it back.
And then the next day we went. Was it the next day or the day after? We ended up going to Orlando or to Universal.
It was I think it was the day after.
The day after.
No, it was the day after.
The day after.
It was the day after.
Because we had to do stuff at the
conference. Yeah. And then God, there was what, 10, 12 of us.
There was a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was,
Oh my,
I talk about that Orlando, that Universal trip. It was so fun.
I will never forget that.
All I remember is me, Chris Queen, going back and getting margaritas and Patron shots every other ride, and I'm like, I got to slow it down. Like Chris Queen and
I know you guys were like
having a great
on this level,
and we're like
in all different directions, and I'm just sitting there going, yeah, I'm not drinking that much today, not and trying to get on a ride
it's like
and trying to hold it. No,
it's like 11:30.
Oh my God, it was insane. But it was such a great time, and I look back because pictures come up in your memories on your phone and stuff,
right.
and because we're coming around that time for memories,
right.
But then I still go through on Facebook and I see things and everything like that, and I'm like, man, that was such a great fucking time.
Such a great time.
I love you guys. I do.
Here's the thing too. It's like between you and me, like I don't have any friends. Like I work a lot and I literally don't have friends.
Name one window tinter has a friend.
I guess that's true, right?
Except for the customers.
Like I'm not like
I'm
not like a friend. Like the boys, the picture of the boys up in front of like the mummy
Right.
and stuff. I mean, those are like the best times of my life because I'm like I don't actually hang out with people a lot, and I don't like a lot of people because I don't want to. I have a little.
That hurts.
No. Here's the thing. my time is super important to me because I have so little of it, is that like I only spend time with people that I care or care to share that with, like you, right? Other people, but there's other people I'm like, 5-minute conversation. I'm like, okay, good, good to see you. I'll see you next year. Bye. Exactly. So I love fiercely, and then like I seclude just as fierce because there's no.
I'm the same way.
No gray.
And I'm the same way. Even where I live, I literally talk to maybe 4 people in my town. That's it. Everybody else is online. Everybody's on text or calls.
Between you, Mike Powell, Mike Powell's one of my really good friends. I mean, everyone that's like I would call, like my boys that like I have their numbers. I can call them anytime. I'm like, they're all window tinters. I don't know a single person that like. I'm like, that's okay, but I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change it because it's my life and my life is fucking awesome. Right? I'm happy and. Man, okay, let's wrap it up. It's been 40 minutes.
Good. No, you're good.
No, you're good. No, I don't want to take up too much of your time because I know you got things going on here. I want to do a last minute plug for you. I want to take a look at that camera right there.
This one right here?
Yeah, exactly, that one right there. I want you to let people know where they can find you, where they can find your merchandise. I want you to just dump it all, let everyone know.
Absolutely. So you can find me at Tint23 on Instagram. I'm all over the Facebook groups. I feel like this is kind of like a bad angle.
No, it's okay. Just turn. Yeah.
Oh, can I do this?
Yeah.
Oh, because this catches. All right.
Yeah, it's okay.
Restart. Edit that out.
I'm not going to edit it out. Ready? We're going to restart it. Ready? And go.
Hi, my name is Jason Omoletski. I'm Tinter3 on Instagram. You can also find tinterbrand.com, all the shirts you want. You want collabs, you want specialized merch, I got you. You'll find me at all these events, and you're going to find me right here with Patrick. We've got some stuff going on, too.
Yeah, we do.
But we're not telling anybody yet.
Not yet. They'll know. The world will know. No.
It's going to happen, though. It's going to happen.
And don't forget, too, guys, if you guys are running a shop, whether you guys need training, Jason does train and travel all over the country.
All over.
Either doing entry-level training with brand new employees or advanced skill training with seasoned employees. It's always great to keep the chops sharp and making sure that the installations are solid. Great guy. I can definitely vouch for him in regards to his capabilities of being able to do that. Not only that, if you guys have a heavy workflow and you guys need a tinter, you guys are 20, 30, 40% over capacity, and you need a guy that will show up, that could be sober, that can get the job done. Like,
I'm sorry, did you say sober?
I mean, well, maybe he can get the job done. Let's just say that. His services are also available to use as well.
Absolutely.
And so don't be afraid of that. You can check them out. Where can they look that up?
Honestly, the easiest way to do it is directly through Instagram. Just send me a message. And actually, I have an email link on my Instagram, and actually my phone number's on there also. So
beautiful.
Yep, just reach out to me on Instagram.
You're going to get so many random people calling your phone number. Yeah, so make sure you guys check him out here. And thank you very much, guys. Jason, thank you very much for sitting down and taking the time, because I know there's a lot of stuff we both got to do, and I love it. I love connecting with you every single day.
I love you, Patrick.
Oh, man.
No, I'm serious, man. I love what you do. You're such an awesome person.
I'm trying, man.
And thank you for asking me to come on and do this.
Man, it's my pleasure.
I love doing this kind of stuff.
You're definitely one of the people that I'm like, listen, I need to sit down with him, and it's just like people don't have a lot of opportunities to get with you. 40 minutes to sit down and just chop the shit with you. Like, it doesn't fucking happen.
Yeah,
right?
Try to get 5 minutes with me. It's so hard.
I know. I tried to text you. No, so
awesome.
Thank you very much, guys, for watching and taking time. If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment below if you guys have any questions, concerns, shout-outs, and criticisms for Jason. And if you guys want to see another podcast, I'm sure we'll cross paths again. And if you don't want to see it, it's probably going to fucking happen again anyway.
I say we make this a yearly thing.
I love it.
Dude, every 6 months, me and you.
Yes, and then we catch up and see what we've done and where we're growing, and we're going from there.
It's done.
Beautiful.
Dude,
I love it.
Thank you so much, Patrick.
And then we'll blame.
Oh, you want me to hold it there?
No, you're good. I'm going to pause it already.